All right, so we've got the Luca steel Wicker egg chair black. We're going to unbox this thing, take a look at it. I'm not sure how much we have to put together, and we will also do a little bit of review of the quality and see if it's worth the money putting out there. Okay, so after we, sorry about that, after we unpackage it, we see all of the pieces. The three up front here are the three pieces that go on top. These two here are the sides. This is the seat. I'm sorry, the back. It's the back. And back here is the actual seat. It has sort of a spring type material to it, really nice, comfortable. And then you have your cushions. They are in zippers, so they can be pulled out, and the covers can be washed. The way it's put together is through this set of bolts and washers and nuts. The tools come with it. Shows you the layout of the cushions and then the layout of the unit. It looks pretty straightforward. It was packaged really nice. Every corner was covered, and that's important because no one likes getting things that they have to send back because it's damaged. So every corner was protected with thick cardboard and strapped on with those little plastic straps. So you'll need a pair of snippers to cut all that off. And as you can see, the hole here, and that's throughout, that's where the bolts, will go through. That's throughout this entire unit on how the bolts go in. So should be able to go together pretty easy. So we're going to assemble this and let you see it after that. The quality is really nice. It's a steel frame. It is simulated wicker, and really, really nice wicker there. So just beautifully done, very well made, and we'll put her together and see how she looks. All right, we're going to assemble this thing, and instructions are pretty straightforward. Half of the assembling will be with these bolts without a nut and washer, except for the washer that's on the head. The second half of the assembly will actually require bolts being put on as well. So it starts out with putting the legs, the right and left leg, and bolting it in the back into the left and right leg. We're going to come over here and start. We'll start right here. Back on. And it's a little, you'll see the bar here is slanted. Not really sure why that is the case. The bolt goes from the inside of the base of the seat, goes through, and it connects right into a nut that is built into the side of the chair. You can come over here, lift her up. Of course, it's always better to do this with two people, but it can be done with one. And you want to wait before you actually tighten these up too much, because you want to make sure that there is enough wiggle room to attach the other side and the seat and stuff. So you want to give yourself a little slack on these bolts. Okay. Okay, so after you get the back connected, you're going to connect the seat. The seat has 4 bolts as well, on top and bottom, here and here. And the part with no seat cushion material goes towards the back. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, this is a little more tedious than I would think it would have been in being able to get through this material. We've connected the side panels to the back first, then we put on the bottom seat. Now we're going to connect the top together and then set the top on top of the chair. Putting the top together, you're going to need your bolts as well as the little nuts that are provided and the washers. You're going to need all of that together. Turn them on their back, and the 2 end pieces are the ones with the little curvature. Set them to the end. Then you want to make sure that the wider or the longer end of the middle piece, or wider, in other words, this distance is shorter than that distance. You want to make sure the longer is up with the curvatures, like this, right? So when they come together, it's going to be wider in the front and a little narrower in the back of the seat. You're just going to take these bolts, you're going to go right through the hole that's provided, and you're going to put it through the other hole. You have someone to help you, it's probably good. And that's how that's going to look when you get done putting those together. And then you'll put the end piece on as well. So we're going to put these together real quick. Okay, so we have bolted these together, and as you can see, we've left them loose because we're going to need that slack when we put it up on top of the chair, and to be able to move them a little bit to cause the hose to line up going down. And so you got 2 holes here. You have one here, and 2 more on the other side. And they are going to go right here, here and here, here and here. And obviously you want the curved part, the part with the armrest indents here, you want them to be up front. So the smaller circle goes towards the back, and the larger one comes up towards the front, which is why the arms were slightly opened up. Okay? All right. All right, so I brought out my trusty partner, my last born. And so let me tell you, you really need 2 people to put this together. You could do this in 30 minutes if you had 2 people. So we're gonna lift this up. And remember, I've let these loose. We're gonna tighten those later. And we're gonna put this up, and he's gonna rest that on his side, like that. Actually, probably a 3rd person would help. And you're gonna take the bolts, and you wanna come from top down, so that the finish is the nice black, smooth bolt, and not a nut sticking up that might catch your arm or something. So you're just going to slip that through. It goes all the way through the holes, and you're going to be using a washer and a nut on these. You just put that on there. And you're going to do all 4 of the bolts, and then you're going to go back and retighten these up here and tighten those that you're attaching to the chair. All right, so we got the top on it, and we'll push this a little closer to get a better view. See here? Looks like on the side. Plastic feet on the bottom that slide really nice. This is what you look like from the back. So this is the chair out on the patio, and looks really nice. We love it. The top of it perforated so it allows the air to flow through, and she's just a really beautiful chair. You're gonna love it.